Hi guys, it's Eminem from Let's Go Fishing. You've heard me go on about having a stroke, and I'm just recording this for people who have had a stroke and they're really suffering. I mean, luckily enough, I didn't have the full meltdown in my face, going to one side like that, with my eyes shutting, or not lifting my arms. I just went in hospital. My wife rang up and just took me to the hospital and just told them I wasn't well. And evidently I had several strokes without me realising, and you don't know they're coming on, to be honest. You don't know at all. And I'm just putting this out there for people. How it changes your life. At the moment, I'm at my daughter's house. I've come to see her, and she's helped me out such a lot, same as my wife. And I've got very emotional. I've started to show my emotions a lot more. I've only got to talk like I'm talking now. I'm holding it back. And it's not nice, guys, because what happens, how it started, I think, I started losing coordination with my left arm. I went to go into the fridge and get something, and instead of grabbing that, I grabbed something else. My arm wouldn't work. And I thought nothing of it. I thought, oh, that's a bit strange. Didn't think nothing of it at all. So then again, I just carried on as norm. Well, I would say norm. Norm for me anyway. Doing me silly things like going up to the shed and pissing about in the shed and doing nothing to it, which I should have done. So I was cleaning it up. And of course, you just carry on. And then there was a couple of days where I was, then that left me for about a month, and then I said to Sal while I was driving the car, I go to touch the gear stick, or I go to touch the sat nav thing in the car, and my hand, I forgot to put my hand towards it, and I go somewhere else, and I thought this ain't right, so I thought nothing of it really, thought nothing of it. So these are the things to look out for, guys. If you think you're at that certain age, you think, oh, that seems a bit weird. If your hand starts going somewhere where it shouldn't, I'm going to make a quick pun now. Where your hand, where it shouldn't be going, like grabbing somebody's boob, especially your wife's. No, all joking apart, your hand one of your hands will start just going wonky anyway. And I thought that to be normal. And then I had another couple of days, about a month after that, I just started like having a bit of double vision. And thought that's strange. I kept checking my glasses, kept changing my glasses. My glasses didn't, no matter what glasses I put on, I just couldn't focus. I thought, what the fuck's going on here? So I thought I was tired. So I'd always close my eyes and go to sleep and wake up hoping that I could see better. No, it didn't work that way. So I thought, oh, better go to the opticians. But I've not long been to the opticians, believe it or not. No, that was after no, I did go to the optician. I thought, these glasses are wrong. And I was going to go and see him about it. I thought, I'll give it a couple more days, just because the lenses may have been a bit funny for my eyes. And I thought, I've got to get used to these glasses. Anyway, they give me some driving glasses. Fucking hell, that was terrible. I put them on, and I was driving, I thought, fucking hell, them cars don't seem right. Took them off, and I've seen better without my glasses on. And I thought, what's fucking going on? So I put these glasses on to drive in. No. Wasn't worth, so I took them glasses off and put them down to the side. And I thought I can see quite normally now. And then I went home and checked my blood sugars, just in case my blood sugars were missing about. Because of me being diabetic, can knock your eyesight about. So I thought nothing, so I just thought, oh, it's only because I've got to get used to my glasses. And then I did notice once or twice, I spoke to Sally, she was in the kitchen, and I said something to Sally, she said, what did you say? And I went, I didn't call you, I didn't say nothing, but I did. And then as soon as she walked out the room, I went, Sally, blah, 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 blah. She goes, what did you say? And I just mumbled it out. She said, you're not speaking properly, Colin. I said, no, I'm all right. Honestly, I said, hang on, I've just got a bit of brain fog. But that didn't click with me or Sally. And then put the nail in the coffin, in the respect. I was sitting there quite happily, playing on one of my games, and I went, oh, I need the toilet. And I could not stand up. I couldn't get out of the chair. I said, Sally, give me a hand. She gave me a hand and I couldn't walk forward properly. I was wobbling. So she grabbed the bag of my tracksuit bottoms and dragged me up the stairs. Luckily enough, I just about got to the toilet and it was just like a horse. I was peeing like a horse. I was there for 5 minutes. But while I was there, I was shaking. And I thought that was because of my diabetes or just because of the relief of having a slash because I was peeing that much. Anyway, I finished that. I went to walk down the stairs and it was like looking at a chasm. You look down and you think, oh my God, I've got to get down there. Panic came into the equation. Luckily enough, we've got a stair lift in our house, and Sally sent a stair lift up to me, and I got in a stair lift and come down on a stair lift. By this time, I was saying to Sally, I've got a thick headache. This headache won't go. And she looked at me, she goes, you all right? I said, I'll have 2 paracetamol. So I took 2 paracetamol, and it still didn't go. And I thought, you know, this is getting worse. This is getting worse. And it was like just up here on my head. I was going, oh God, it's enough hurting. Not thinking, I thought it was, I thought it was because I kept changing my glasses. Not thinking. And then one day I got up to Sal. I said, oh, my head is so in pain. And I stood up and I was walking all over them. Went upstairs to the toilet and Sally said, I've got an appointment to the doctors. You need to go now. I said, yeah, okay. Even though I got this tremendous pain in my head, I went to the doctors. I drove myself to the fucking doctors. That's how, you know, just me being normally me. And of course, this is how you don't understand what's going on with your body or your mind or whatever. I decided to go to the doctors and drive myself. But my wife found the thingy for me. So I got there, walked straight in, see me. I was explaining the way I was, you know, stumbling and this, that and the other. Oh, you got a very bad migraine headache. Take some Cocodamol. Yes, I did. I went home and I took them Cocodamol. Oh, man, that pain went out my head brilliantly. It went out my head fantastically. Following day, it was like somebody getting a red hot poker and sticking it in the side of my head. I was crying in pain. Next minute, the taxi's outside. Mummy said, right, you're in the car. Unknowns to me, she tapped in 111, went in the kitchen, told them all what was wrong with me. Next minute, bang, gets in a taxi, goes to the QE. I'm only in there for 5 minutes, but I'm in there 10 minutes, they're checking me over. 10 minutes after that, I have a head scan. And then I'm sitting there for hours and hours, actually 2 days. 2 days. I'm sitting there before anybody comes around to me and tells me that I've had a fucking stroke. Excuse my French. That I've had a stroke. And I said, you've had several strokes. I went, I don't know if I've had several. I said, Mr. Broughton, you've had several strokes. Part of your brain here is dead. I said, and I made a joke of it because I couldn't comprehend what they were saying properly. They were saying, oh, you got a bit of hair that's brain dead. I said, I've always been fucking brain dead. I think my daughter was you with me, Bab?
Yeah.
My daughter was with me and she went, yeah, Dad, you are brain dead. Stop taking the piss. So I was trying to make a joke of it. But when I sat back down onto the chairs, my daughter sat with me and she said, Dad, did you realise how ill you are? And I went, no. My daughter's been a nurse. She said, Dad, do you understand how bad you are? I went, no, Bab. She goes, I'm going to stay here with you until somebody comes. And when they started explaining to me, was you there then? Or was it Sally?
I was there when the stroke nurses came.
What about the stroke team?
They came like the next day.
Yeah, the stroke team come the next day. And then I had another scan on my brain. And they told me, yeah, half of my brain had fucking mushed. Well, not half of it, and some of it had mushed. So, that was in January. What month were you now, Bab?
May.
We're in May.
We're not. Aren't we the 1st of June today?
We're the 1st of June. It's the 1st of June today. I'm still finding it hard to cope just with life. Never mind a stroke. Mentally, it's not me for the six. And if people watch this, they know I like my fishing. I love my fishing like it's my life. And I'm too scared to go out because I don't want to burden anybody if you have another stroke. I'm not thinking of me, I'm thinking people around me. And I don't want to give my wife any more worry, my daughter any more worry. I just feel like I need to get out there. But I'm too scared to because of my stroke. No, I look okay to you guys. I look fine, everything and this, that and the other. I look absolutely great. I've got a beard, got a bit of colour in my cheeks, but in here, it's gone. I'm sitting in my daughter's house at the moment because she's only lives up the road from me and she's asked me to help with a little thing that I've got. I don't mind doing things like that. Anything else I can't do. My son-in-law asked me once to foot a ladder for him for a couple of hours and I couldn't even fucking cope doing that. I was there for about an hour and a half just holding the ladder for him because he had to go up heights and I couldn't hack it. I couldn't stand. My legs were shaking. And then, because I needed drinks and something to eat, so I walked about 100 yards up the road. It took me 25 minutes to half an hour just to get to the shop. And when I stood there, because it was on a bend, I couldn't cross the road. I was scared to step into the road. And luckily enough, there was a young lad the other side. He said, "Do you need any help, mate?" I said, "If you don't mind." And he helped me across the road. He says, "You okay?" I went, "Yes and no." And I had to talk to him. I said, I'm just trying to get over a stroke, and I've just tried to foot the ladders for my son-in-law. I said, and I need a drink, and I need something to eat because of my diabetes and that. He said, "You all right, Pop?" That was a nice young lad. I forget his name. I think his name was Alan. And he said, "You okay to walk back down?" I said, "Yeah, as long as I take it slow." God bless him. He made sure I got across the road. He stood in the middle of the road, stopped the cars, put his hands out, stopped the cars. He said, "Come on, Pop." And I felt so ashamed that some young lad had to help me across the road. And then it took me about 10 minutes to walk down to my son-in-law. It was all downhill. It took me 10 minutes. And my son-in-law seen me and I went, "Got to sit down, Miles." I said, I can't stand. He opened the car door, sat down in the car, and I was drinking bought 3 lots of drink. I drunk one like I was drinking a pint of beer. I just guzzled it down. And so all I'm going to say, guys, if you ever feel not right, don't be an arsehole like me. "Oh, it's all right, I'll be all right, I'll be all right." Get yourselves checked out. I'm telling you. Because at the moment, all my world is going back home. I'll go back home in a bit. Sit there. Go in the back garden. I mean, Saturday, I went to do the garden. And my daughter had to come up and do my garden for me. That shouldn't be like that. But my daughter said, to me, she said, "You brought us up. It's about time we looked after you." But she's got a family of her own. She shouldn't be looking after me. I've got a wife. She shouldn't be looking after me the way she does, because she's looking after her mum and her dad. It's not fair for anybody around me. And the other day I did feel like saying, "Give me the pill." That's how bad I felt. How low I felt. So anybody out there listening to this, please, any man or woman listening to this, please take on board what I said. Just retired on my birthday in January the 21st. 2 days after, ended up in hospital. And now, yeah, I feel useless. Everything I do, I feel useless. It's like, okay, mate, you've worked all your life. That's it. What you want to do? I am on a scrap heap. And I was supposed to enjoy my retirement. At the moment, my retirement has been absolutely shit. I'm fed up of feeling ill. Fed up of feeling tired. Fed up. Just fed up. Believe it or not, fed up of existing like this. I've already had one bad mental issue once. and I don't want to be doing that again. I know I'm not going to do that again because I've got a loving family around me and I don't want to hurt them. If you understand what I mean. So guys, take heed of what I said. If you're feeling ill, any type of thing, mentally, physically, you can't do certain things, go and see your doctor. Go and get it sorted. If you're coming up to retirement age or even in your 50s, if from your 40s onwards, mate, I'm telling you, it's not an easy journey at the moment. Because I've had 2 heart attacks. I've had, on this one side, I had a big lung infection. I had a blood clot on my lung. And then I had, what was it? Yeah. I had this stroke and I only thought, oh, you've had a stroke. A mini one. That's what I thought it was. Until when I turned in and said several, I thought, what the fuck? Yeah. And as I said, if it wasn't for my daughter, my wife, and all, you know, and my son-in-law helping me out, and my grandkids, of course, that, my grandkids bring a smile to my life, and I want to see them grow up. So all I'm going to say, guys, get yourself checked. This is Eminem signing out.